I watched that, by the way. Whoever put me on that show.
Contagion?
Yeah. And all of a sudden this starts happening.
Everybody, welcome to the first video uploaded to this channel. So make sure that you subscribe and get going on the notifications bell. Today we're going to be discussing the very, very hot topic that is canceling all live events for Call of Duty and going to an online format. Obviously, the league did the right thing. Owners and the league got together and we sort of deliberated over and over for about 3 days. I can't even tell you how many hours a day we spent on this thing. Especially when Warzone came out, it was tough for me because I wanted to play it, but I had to be in these calls. Now, we've done it in the past. Seth, are you okay? Do you have the Roni? Okay, so opinion, right? Obviously, how do you feel about that? We're no longer having live events. We're going to online. We've done it in the past. What do you think?
I mean, I know what I think, and I know what Dallas Empire thinks. Those fools. Yay! I shouldn't have talked all that shit to Crim, man. Now he's actually got me.
Not yet. Don't say it.
No, he's got me.
Did you see the server that Hastro put in their office?
Wait, what'd he do?
Hastro, he put in like this massive server.
Like a server room? I think they have like 10K by 10K.
I mean,
What?
Yeah.
Can't even think of that. Like,
I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, the league, like, moving online, I mean, it's a lot better to be safe than sorry, and I think a lot of the players would agree with that. Obviously, right now, they're all upset that we're not playing on LAN, which I think everyone is, but at the same time, like, we don't want someone to get sick, like, really sick, because we're throwing the events, so it's like, and if one player gets sick, then everyone gets sick. So it's like, it's kind of like the NBA in a sense, where it's just better to play it safe than force it and, you know, regret it later, which I think we probably would have. So it is what it is. Post booting?
yeah, like, I mean, so basically the things I've experienced in the past, I'd say like host booting, lagging out. There could be a lot of things, and this is for a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So it could be tricked. There's a lot of things that people could join the game. There's so notification could pop up while you're. There's just so many things that could go wrong. It was a smart thing to do. There's people traveling from around the world. There's nothing you could really avoid. Like there's people are traveling from someone's gonna have it. It could spread easy. It was the best play personally for me.
There are ways to counteract it, though. I mean, play matches offline and then show matches as if they're live.
So you're saying play the matches
Unannounced.
and don't let anybody
only
know.
players know when the matches are.
Yeah.
Play the matches offline. Everyone appears offline,
Yeah.
and then there's a broadcaster in there, obviously.
Yeah.
Just talk over the matches and play them like
I
they're
agree.
live. I think that's the smartest way to do it. If it's live, someone's gonna find a way to mess with it.
It always
Like
does.
right now there's like a fake TJ Halley going around just terrorizing people in scrims. Like joining and like people have to end scrims every day, so.
Alec loves him.
Why?
I don't know. I hate him.
So fake TJ Halley, is that the kid that joined us in our game
Yeah.
house match?
Yes. And Alec and him are friends.
Okay.
It's weird.
Do you think could get Prasini?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think Preston would go to he's got a Twitch name, a PSN,
Twitter.
Twitter, he's got it all. He's branded himself as the fake TJ.
Okay. Well, if he's on Twitter, I'm getting him banned. 'Cause that's the power that I have. I'm kidding. Okay, so
He's not.
so what is the so in your opinion, obviously, right? Like you're coming into this new league. It's online. It's a lot of money on the line. What is it that you suggest that people do? Obviously, it's not something that anybody's happy with.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like the ideal situation whatsoever. But like with all this going around, everyone else canceling too, we kind of have to cancel, and it's just like better for the health and safety of everyone to go online rather than risk it and play on LAN or in like a place where there's a bunch of people. So I mean, I think this is best case scenario, and we're just gonna have to make do with what we got.
I suggested, why don't we just host the league out of the hex quarters?
because you're dealing with the same old thing. People are still
Obviously, travel would be risky.
travel. That's what.
That's the thing, bro.
But
Think
once
of-
everyone's here, they're here.
it's just someone's gonna get it. There's no way.
There's no
They're
way.
coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
Someone's got it.
Yeah.
And you could-
you just cancel your trip.
Yeah, that sucked.
I don't understand. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I just canceled my trip. I was supposed to already be there, like in Beverly Hills, Kickback, Cali,
Yeah.
LA, but it's just too risky, bro. It's way too like. There's just no way you don't get it if you start traveling. Literally.
People can be contagious for like weeks too, and like you'll never know, and you just get a bunch of people sick. Like that's how
That's
that
the
stuff
scary
transmit.
thing. Like
Yeah.
I could be like perfectly fine walking around. I cough, you get it, and now you're definitely sick, and I'm just still moving around normal. Like, damn, I didn't even know I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Patient zero.
That's what happened
I
with
watched that
Rui
show.
guy.
I watched that, by the way. Whoever put me on that show.
Contagion.
Yeah. And all of a sudden this starts happening.
But it's like, I've also heard that people think it's safer to fly right now than any other time, and I was like, what in the world are you talking about? There's no chance it's safer to fly right now. Like,
That's-
we were looking at plane tickets last night, and it's like $80 round trip to LA.
Yeah.
People are dipping for sure too. They're what?
It's like, it's
Vacation.
still expensive for Hawaii. It's like $300 for Vegas. It's like everything is like so cheap now, like to fly, and it's definitely not safer. I wouldn't recommend it, but there's people that are gonna take their. I've seen people on Twitter like, I'm going to world tour for a couple grand.
In closing, obviously, like what is there? How do you make do in your head that this is something that we're gonna have to deal with? This is something that nobody wants, nobody expects, but it is what it is. Call of Duty will go on. We had in Modern Warfare 3, we had an entire competitive year with no competitive matches. The only one competitive match it was EGL, and you had to go to London to do that. And we still survived it. We still made do. What are your thoughts on just not chalking the season? Because this is my question. You can leave this question in. We could either play online, which is something that we in esports have the ability to do, unlike every professional team out there. They can't just play. One player sick, boom, everybody quarantined in their own house is a little bit safer, in my opinion, than bringing everybody together, as Mboze was saying. One player gets it, everybody gets it. You've been in the training rooms, you've been in the warm-up rooms. Like, you smell someone's breath is the same thing as you smelling someone's infection. These are facts, okay? So, it's either we chalk the entire season and leave $4 million that players could win on the table and roll it into the next year, or we try to go after that money while it happens. What is your preference? Do it or not do it?
I think we just got to do it. I mean, like, we're all competitors at heart. Like, we all want to play. Like, chalking the season is definitely not what we should do. We just gonna have to like deal with it this year and then get back to LAN, hopefully next year if everything's better.
Well, we don't know. Again, these are just the safety precautions that we're having. If mid-year happens and they're secure or something gets figured out, then obviously like we go back to business as usual. But as it stands right now, this is the current precaution that we're taking.
Yeah.
I'm just like kind of upset that we're missing Chicago because that was about to show people the real power of, you know, the CDL. Whenever people saw that event,
Low key,
Yeah.
when Hex was telling me how many tickets were sold, I'm like, that was gonna be a wild event. They would have been like, they would have been shocked.
Is this nigga legend?
Yo, they would have been shocked.
yeah. So I'm a little upset about that, but I mean, again, it is what it is, and I think that obviously not playing out the matches for the whole year would suck for the players, suck for everyone that enjoys watching. It would probably suck more for the org owners and the people that, you know, have the money, all the money involved in it. Like, you can't just chalk a whole season
Yeah.
if we have the ability to at least, you know, try to finish it out. Obviously not in the best fashion, but we can still finish it out.
We can power through.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking like, I mean, it sucks for like all the people involved. Now everything comes to a stop. I'd say the best thing is to definitely play it out. So at least some people still have their involvement. Not all the money goes to waste. Like, I mean, it could roll over, but still, like, it's people are taking a half a year break, 8 months. Like, you know, it's just going to be so much, too much downtime.
I mean,
in
the
my
off
opinion.
season sucked for me personally, like not playing for that long. So to go through like a whole off season on top, like this would be a whole off season from right now till the end of the season, and then another off season on top of that. It would feel like an eternity.
So
Yeah.
you would completely go through Modern Warfare without having a competitive year.
Yeah, it'd
Right?
be nuts.
Think about that.
Yeah, it'd be nuts. That would be like the first. That'd be the first year it's ever happened in COD, like since it started, that there was just nothing competitive. Like that would be pretty hard to cope with for the players, I would think.
It'll be too much downtime.
And this was like the longest off season we had already, and it felt like an eternity. I couldn't imagine if we had to wait all the way till like the league started again in January or whatever, February. I don't know what I'd do with myself.
So what do you say to the AMs and to the pros that are a little bit, upset at the fact that we have to play this online? There's a lot of money in the line, both for the AMs and also for the actual franchise teams. Like what is the one thing that you're saying to yourself, like constantly, it's like, yeah, it sucks we have to go online, but it is what it is.
Gotta roll with the punches. That's it.
I mean, this is nothing we could have expected. Like, we just gotta make do with what we got.
Literally, it's one of those things where you just gotta deal with it.
Would you rather play on LAN or have the coronavirus? Pretty much, because you're gonna get it.
100%.
Everyone's gonna get it.
It's only gonna get worse, and if we keep it going, I mean, you're gonna get it. So, LAN, coronavirus. I'd rather play online for a couple months. If I'm being honest. Thank y'all for watching the video. If you guys, were in our position as players, would you do anything differently? If you were in Hector's position, would you manage things differently? What would your take be? I mean, I would assume many of you would agree with our takes, but maybe there's some wild people out there who like to risk it all. They're going all in. Just let us know in the comments, like the video, and as always, guys, thank you for watching.